Hello again everyone and welcome to the last part of our Byzantium game. We will be finishing very shortly in about 15 turns. Last time we completed Broadway, we filled it with musicians, which boosted our tourism output a lot, and we made sure that uh, we will be getting the World Games or the International Games. So as soon as those are finished, tourism will be boosted by 100%. I will buy great musicians with fate. As you can see, the first one will cost 1000, the second will cost 1500, the third 2500 and the fourth will cost 4000. So that means that with 9000 we will get 1, 2, 3, 4. On top of that, we have a great musician coming in naturally in 14 turns. So that's 5 musicians for us to use, which means that we can culture bomb our way to victory. Let's see what we should be building. An arsenal, it's no longer very important. I just want to have all these tiles ready to produce extra production as soon as I need it. You can complete the oil well, and these fellows can complete the railroad. This one will go here, starting next turn, and that should be up quite soon. Our archaeologist can make another dig. Yes, we are friends. One of the problems, of course, with the AI is that they do not recognize when you are about to win, and hence they also do not really try to stop you from winning. Like at this point, they do not recognize that they should all vote against the international games. They will just like the international games because it gives them a small bonus, not realizing that it gives me a huge bonus. We will go there, build a railroad, and you can build a railroad between Varna and Nicomedia. While waiting, you can build a hospital for even more growth. You want 2000 gold. No, I don't think we will be doing that. Gold is completely not an issue anymore. And just to be on the safe side, I will buy a bunch more city-states to make sure that the vote passes. Probably the cultured ones from Korea, which I probably should have done quite a while ago. Six. Yes. As you can see, they give 26 culture per turn, so that's quite a bit of defense for Korea having 2 of them. 50 culture per turn. I should not have allowed this to happen for as long as it did, because, well, that's just a huge difference. It's as if you get 50 more tourism per turn that you don't have to make up for, of course. We will improve production, even if it's only by 2 points, it's still worth it. Probably should have been done long ago as well. As you may have noticed, it's not very easy to talk while you are playing. or the other way around, play while you are talking. And this is the first time I record a video, so I hope you forgive me for the many mistakes I have been making.
Min vän.
Yes, we want open borders. As I said before, you want to maintain open borders with the other civs for 1 gold per turn. It's almost always worth it. Unless of course you are in a bad economic situation. But for 7 gold per turn I have open borders with all other civs, which means I can go check what they are doing if I want to. I output more tourism to them, and they are unlikely to complain when I station units near or in their borders. As you may have noticed, if you position units near a border, they come and ask you, hey, do you want to go to war? And you are forced to say no, because you are not prepared, and that just means a huge diplomatic penalty with other ships. 5 more turns, which gives us time to build a few more buildings. A broadcast tower would be nice but useless, so let's build a hotel here. Not that that will give us anything more. But we might put some artifacts in his museum later. I will probably keep building the Kremlin here. That's 3 more turns that I miss. But I will interrupt building Neuschwanstein in favor of the international games in Nicaea. Turns take quite a while. Salt for first attended.
Ah, välkommen. Låt höra.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh. 進めよ。
This one can produce a forge. Also 1 more production. 1 production for 1 gold. Usually worth it. And as you can see here, the railroad gives 25% bonus to production. You can go there. The combination of citizenship and the pyramids means that creating railroads is a really quick affair. Just 2 turns per tile, I think. If even that. Yep, you can go here. This city can build, interesting question. A stable. Why can it build a stable? City must have at least one of these resources in range. I don't see. Oh, it's built on a sheep, of course. Yes, then you can build that. Iraqian, you can go for a zoo. Doesn't matter, it will be interrupted anyway. And let us check this tile. 2 food, 5 production. I don't know if the stable will actually improve that. Yes, no one likes America. They're not my friends. If you ever need to get into a war situation, it's usually best to first pick on someone that is disliked by the general public. In this case, attacking Washington would not give a huge diplomatic penalty, whereas if I attack someone else, it might cascade down. Yes, sacrifice.
Then,
You notice that I switched away from airports to the top here because I don't think that I would get there and be able to build the airports in time for it to matter. So I went this way, maybe get the opera house, but mostly it's because the most important thing in the culture game is the internet. If you get the internet early, you have usually almost won. I don't think it will come to that, but it's a much better path to go than going for radar. You can build more railroads as well. And we can go start on a research lab here, as well as everywhere else. These cities have been connected. Everyone denounces America. Now, since everyone has denounced America, it could be very good to denounce them yourselves. I will do
well,
this now.
go on.
Now, that may lead to war with America, but as you will see in the next turns, it gives a huge bonus to your diplomacy with all the civs that have denounced them. Research lab, a research lab, a research lab. You can wait. I don't like America. I don't like America. And there's probably a lot of other civs that will do the same in the coming turns. It's 3.
동지여,
I'm gonna
우리는
help you. One of the problems here is, of course, that our friends in Sweden do not have a harbor. So they have no cities that are connected to the sea, which makes it impossible to create trade routes. Now, one way to actually solve that would be to create a really poor city somewhere and give it to them. For example, you pick a small island somewhere, I don't see any right now, or a location somewhere out of the way. You make a city, you give it to them, it's by the coast, they will usually not destroy it, and then you can make it trade. International games, yes, I would love that. One turn of research lab, and you can build railroads to start the camp. Four turns on the Kremlin, so capital will miss out on producing international games, but all my other cities will be switching to it. And that should be enough. The AIs usually don't immediately switch completely to the world projects, and even if they do, I would not have proposed it if they had more production than me. As you can see in demographics, I am still first on that. So let's propose something interesting. We will ask for cultural heritage sites. Games, games, games. This one should be an extra specialist. You too, by the way. Carry on. You can actually switch to games. Gerson, switch to games. In games. No better than science. I should probably switch to production specialists, but I don't think it will be needed. Games, more games, and we can actually do production focus. It should be clear that I am not paying too much attention to this game. I have unimproved tiles, and I am generally assuming that it just won't matter anymore at this point. Next turn we can see how much we have advanced. It should be a lot. I expect it to last 5 turns or so before it is completed. There we go. 505 contributed, 10% done. You can actually start giving a production. Railroad is done. Or it. And then we will immediately pop the musicians to end the game. As you can see here, I might actually need to pop one in Swedish territory. That'll cost me another city, but that's okay. Korea is getting caught up quite nicely because of the 84% bonus from ideologies, open borders and trade deals. So I might actually just bomb Sweden instead of Korea. Sejong provided gold, provided salt, something we would like to continue.
안녕하시오. 하요.
Go. There we go.
좋소.
We want to be friends. And as I found out recently, a diplomat does not work on civs that share an ideology. So that is why he isn't doing anything useful. I will move him to some random city-state, as well as this one. Salt has ended, open borders has ended.
안녕하시오.
One gold per turn.
들어보겠소.
Nobunaga, spices, and open borders have ended. We should keep those up.
おう。先に進め。
There we go. Now it's speeding ahead. Over time, the AI will commit more cities to it as their buildings they are currently building are completed. But with 980, I don't think I will be moving out of that. The Kremlin will be completed. That's another free social policy. And I think we will be putting that in here. 34% tourism to civilization that have less happiness. Which means that our future policies should be focused on getting more happiness. As you can see, the bonus applies here. But there are very few that are less happy than we are. Choose a host. I think Byzantium would be the best host. The other ones, I don't trust them. Cristo Redentor is available, but I will just put more effort into the games. Our railroad is done, even though the tile has not updated yet, which means I can go here, you can go there. See, 3 more turns should do it for this project. And they are all going order. Look at that. Games update halfway there. Well, more cities, railroads, another social policy. This time we will be focusing solely on happiness from now on. So, either one local happiness from the wonder, or perhaps better, one happiness from harbors and ports. I think in this case we will go for that one. 17. Yes, we are order, everyone is happy. And now the project is really speeding up. No research agreements. I don't know why I would do that at this point in time. 68%, and our production will be added to that for another 10 or so. Too bad. I was hoping the musician would be coming in a little later. %80 complete. Going much slower than I had anticipated. But it should be done in 1 or 2 turns at most. The happiness you get from Parade of Nations and 1 medals is 6 global happiness,
Enough. Rock.
which means that you really want that and it can help you in many situations. Oh, yes, 1 more turn, but we can switch out all our cities. That just means it needs a few points more production. We will speed ahead to the internet and sacrifice our scientist. Our spy can go city-state. Constantinople can start giving crystal. Other places should be research labs. This is just the fallback for should I actually need to win in another way than culture. You can go back to Neuschwanstein, Nicomedia, a lab, progress, and yet another lab, and the games are done. So now is the time to sell Cherson. And unlike what I said before, I think we will be selling it to Sweden. Korea will fall really quickly in. The most little. That's us. Free social policy, and at this point we will have more happiness. 29 does not help us much against Sweden, but it does help a little against Japan. So, we want you to
Ah,
see
välkommen.
up cheers. Yes,
Fortsätt.
and now as you can see, we don't need much more now. A research lab, a research lab. Oh, and I forgot, part of the plan here was to buy a caravan. I will do that right now. So, you can get sold. You can go there into the caravan. I don't know if that actually makes a difference, but better safe than sorry. If our culture bombing of Sweden does not convince Korea, we will do exactly the same with United Kingdom. At this point, the cities I have just do not matter. The only thing that matters is getting a victory. 3,000. See, that's a lot more than last turn. And it's 10 times your tourism output. We should remember that. Of course, it does much more than actually multiplying your tourism output, because you burn it all in one turn. Here we go. Sacrifice you. Influential. We are there. And that just means we need to do the same with Korea. Actually, I will do it to this city instead. I'm better not buying it here. Alright. The workers have done their job, they can get sold. And this should be it.
Min
No
vän.
gold. I don't regret laying railroads there. It'll actually speed up my movement. This one might reach it. Not sure. And now we have the victory, even though it's 150 turns later than it should have been. Culture victory in reach. We will sell Iraqi to Korea.
안녕하시오. 하여
Yes,
동지여.
quite acceptable. Go somewhere. And just to be on the safe side, we will buy our last great musician. But as you can see, it should be well done. There we go. And that's it. Thank you for watching this game. I know that the audio commentary wasn't always the best. I will try to do better in the future. I will definitely make another video on deity and probably another one on Emperor to show the differences. And as you can
You have
see,
achieved
we have
victory through the awesome power of your culture.
quite a
Your
bit of new
civilization's
achievements.
greatness, the magnificence of its monuments,
Thanks
and the power
everyone,
of its
this was
artists
V.
has astounded
See you next
the
time.
world. Poets will honor